How long?
Good chat.
Good chat.
Yeah, we're trying to keep these guys from fucking with Zodiac's prison, remember? So the Watcher can repair the wards.
Right, because Zodiac getting out is a bad thing.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong with our endeavor here?
Zenos and Daniel can catch up.
Was it truly so long ago? Aye.
These guys are very chatty.
Well, Zodiac ate it.
Yeah. These are like projections of the souls stuck inside a Zodiac after he swallowed him to, you know, corporealize. We were happy. At peace with the star. We nurtured it. Helped it grow. With our will. Our creations.
Yeah, something went funky with primals, etc., etc. Still don't know what.
I do.
Fuck you do.
Mr. goes through the whole expansion without us, just so we can hold it over our heads.
Not so I could hold it over your heads, but because I'm literally too excited to wait, and because I also couldn't dodge spoilers if I tried.
I mean, I've had the final flight school.
This is voice.
You were the star's beating heart. Its life. Every soul a drop of blood flowing through its veins. To live, to learn, to create, to make better. The star flourished, as did we. Do you remember?
We remember shit. That's why we have this crystal.
Do we ever get our massive memories back?
I'll let you figure that one out. As the whispers die, the final spirit fades, and Tone Shift's alarm clock spontaneously started going off. It is now off. No shadows of times long lost remain around the drowning brand. Meet Best Boy.
That's a
That is a dog.
That is a dog, yes. You are correct.
What is dog?
A dog is on the moon where there is air guarding the prison of an elder god. It.
An unusually lustrous dog is gazing at you with what seems to be fond anticipation.
Do we
Dog
know
knows
you?
us.
Apparently
Dog
not.
knows
We
us,
know
certainly.
Doggo.
Okay, it's the new dog.
It appears to be waiting for you to follow it.
Did we have a pet dog when we were at them?
Maybe. Why would we want this breed? It's
You
got
are-
hair for days.
I love this dog. This dog is great. Follow the lustrous dog and try not to fall behind. Now I have myself set on autopilot. I am no longer capable of falling behind.
Speed boost.
Speed boost!
My tanking days are
We're
over.
getting awfully close to the eldest of all primals.
No, it's just gonna feed us a Zodiac.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's all.
Oh yeah, because this is totally Zodiac's motif, this dog.
Yes.
It's more light-based than shadow.
It deceives us. The dog is lying. to us.
I mean, the Watcher already established for us that Heidelin created the moon, so...
So is this Heidelin?
Oh,
No.
We're seeing Hydrant, that's Banana.
No, this is Heidelin's dog. Presumably.
Heidelin has a dog.
I mean, she created the moon, the dog is on the moon. Logic would dictate that she created this dog.
So to create all the monsters that are on the moon.
She used to be Vana. The ancient Emeratines.
No. Bugs.
Yep. For a moon, this place has a lot of life. But then again, that's just a running theme in the Final Fantasy games. Moons and life.
Yeah, that one's gonna be a wee bit too close.
The dog silently regards the spirit that lurks near the brand. This one's temperamental. This ought to be good. a star were fulfilled. Wanted for naught, mourned for naught. So why? Why did it have to end?
Oh, hello. Spinny spin.
There goes Santos, finally using his
Yay!
Yes.
And now we have to rely
Alright.
on random tanks from random players.
Yep. My tanking days are over.
That just means you have fewer responsibilities. The final days fought us to fear a death forced upon us. The injustice of duties and dreams left unfulfilled. The grief of unexpected partings. Swift as darkness, cold as ash. Such tragedy, yet no catharsis. Such truth, yet no consolation.
It was only the first calamity to come.
Undisputably the biggest, though. Alright, numbing brand cleared. Pupper.
Please tell me the dog does not talk.
The lustrous dog is once again staring at you expectantly. And who are you to deny it? Follow and try not to fall behind.
There's a dog on the moon. Who are we to argue with it?
We are on the moon. Who are we to argue with the dog that just happens to be here?
Oh yeah, I forgot these friendly attacking me again now. We've been playing Availor too much. I'm 87 now.
A woeful weeper.
One Giant Weep is the name of this quest, or that fate.
Mm,
Which I
Moon
get.
Cactars, grab the shotgun.
Why? Why do we need the shotgun for moon cactars?
Because moon cactars.
Wait, moon cactors are a thing?
They're right
Yeah,
there.
moon tenders, right over there on our right.
Because no gravity, they are slender bastards. Oh, low gravity.
Yeah. That and it's just the moon. Things here are funky. If you look off to your right, you can see a crashed Elegant spaceship.
Yep.
That's Thailand.
I'm gonna kill it.
Go away, you boy. Okay, okay. Push me the dog.
This next cutscene is technically voiced, but because it's all in Asian speak, I'll still be doing it.
Asian speak.
Or, you know, the ancient language. The Order of the Asians I don't think existed until after the Sundering. Alright, we had the first dialogue box? Alright, let's go then. Our perfection came crumbling down. Such overwhelming despair. In that moment, we knew the end was nigh. The faintest glimmer of hope remained. We gave our lives that others may live. We gave ourselves to Zodiac. Zodiac, our Lord and Savior.
Here comes the tempering powers.
To forge our world anew.
Can we talk about this, guys?
We need a lot of boxes, I think.
To live and love again.
Boxes.
Fill earth and heaven with life, but paradise but fear is distant memory. so kind as to step aside?
Look at that.
That unmistakable color. The soul of Azem.
Hythlodaeus?
But not the friend I knew, I think. Nevertheless, you are you.
Hythlodaeus. Sure.
So Emmett Selk meant for you to have it. You seem surprised. Why might that be? We meet again, Hythlodaeus.
The real
1 second, I need...
Hythlodaeus. Hythlodaeus.
Yeah, I need to set myself to Do Not Disturb on Discord real quick. There we go. We meet again, Hythlodaeus. Again? I do not believe I have yet had the pleasure. Emmett Cell created a shade in my likeness. And not only me, but all of Amarant. Very like him. A slave to sentiment, even after an eternity. As you may have guessed, I am different from the shade you met before. No mere approximation, but the original. A soul sacrificed to Zodiac. We remember in vivid detail the events leading to our purgatory. The plans and plots for our resurrection, Heidelin's intervention, and Zodiac's and the stars' final fate. Then we drifted in a dream, our minds steeped in fog, until you came. I know not what you and your friends intend for Zodiac or the future of the star. Nevertheless, in you I place my trust and faith. In you I choose to believe, as Emmett Selk did. Believe in yourself, and all will be well. One of the repaired brands just broke again.
Fuck.
On new arrivals. Though, for Daniel, that color I know.
Yeah, he's
Great.
nuts nowadays.
And another I do not. An unfamiliar but fearsome being.
Zenos.
I have kept you from your duty. By way of apology, I will ensure that the shades hinder you no more. Protect the final brand.
He's telling us to keep it in.
So,
Fare you well, my new old friend.
so Ben Daniel's here already?
It took him a while, but let's be real, the guy's determined, and he can teleport, so he wasn't going to be delayed long.
So why didn't he just teleport to the moon?
I assume there's a limit, and also he needed to break
So,
the.
yeah, we Asians can go to and from the moon. We see the colors do it, won't they? It's just
Yeah, the
Of course,
thing
that was
is
one of the
Zenos.
unfunded.
Yeah, Zenos couldn't make that trip, even with his limited teleportation abilities, and there was also the fact of the matter that
we need to break this.
Yeah,
We
they
don't
needed
have
to
time
break
be
all
talking to
this,
a
which is
dog.
what
We gotta go stop Ben Daniel.
which is what the Tower of Babel was for. And yes, we need to go stop Fandaniel. That's why we're talking to the dog. The dog growls, agitated. What do we say?
Cry havoc and let's slip the dog of war.
That's you, by the way.
Can we say that?
Yeah.
If you, all right, let's do it. Cry havoc and let's slip the dog of war. That's you, by the
That's
way.
you, by the way.
The dog nudges you with its nose. You get the feeling it wants you to hop on.
I'm not riding a dog.
I'm riding the dog.
I'm riding
I
doggo.
don't.
I am riding the beautiful. I am riding the beautiful best dog in the game.
To mount.
Why are we riding a dog?
Because the dog can get us there a lot faster.
This game kind of fell off sanity a long time ago.
That, you know, the dog can get us there
What
a
is
lot
with
faster.
the dog? Is this like? Is this an extension of Highland, or is this just a dog that she just likes to keep here?
I think it's just a dog she created, man.
And Daniel.
Zenos. We're here to step on you.
Zenos, we have some words for you taking my body.
This next cutscene is also voiced, so I'm enabling text auto advance.
Enable text auto advance.
Hello, Zenos.
I have a scythe of my own now.
Didn't even wait for us.
Of course he didn't. He's a dick.
So that's the last brand, yes?
Yep, that was the
Which
last
means
brand.
Zodiac is free.
Ah, fuck.
In the nick of time to savor the crowning triumph.
This strikes me as a bad thing.
Unbound and free at last. Arise, Zodiac!
Bad bastards finally did it. In combination shape. Ah.
Please tell me they can do something.
Here's a hologram. I think he's awake.
Well, we're fucked.
Deprived of heart and will by the loss of dearest Elidibus. A creature of pure instinct, wanting for guidance. But powerful, oh so powerful.
He's not going to become
More
hard.
so with every
But
passing
Zenos was
moment.
looking to, wasn't he, to gorge himself upon Zodiac.
Such
He
potential.
wanted to eat Zodiac.
Even in
not
this
become
incomplete
the new
state.
heart.
Still the savior who delivered a world
Same
from
basic
certain
idea.
doom.
So, here we stand. You know my intents. Consume the god, then the world. Stoke your fury to a raging inferno, and dance among the ashes. Or perhaps you would face
Well, I
me
don't think
here
so.
and now. A lesser but welcome amusement.
Take the shit out, both of you.
Sounds good to me.
Yes. A taste to whet the appetite.
Sorry to spoil the moment, but might I ask that you postpone the slaughter until I've said my piece? I promise I will be brief.
Oh, and here comes the inevitable betrayal. In that tone.
Watch him freaking cut his head off just for interrupting.
Do you remember when I told you that I wanted to die and take everyone with me? I meant it.
He's, oh, yeah, I think he's sitting his glory, Zenos.
See? There he goes.
To join with Zodiac. And Daniel's now the heart of Zodiac.
That is unfortunate.
That is quite unfortunate.
Better or worse than Zenos having it?
Worse! Zenos just wants to fight us. Daniel just wants everything to burn.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
Diablo's theme.
Yeah. You've heard it once already when Zenos yoinked our body.
Uh-oh. We are in a dark spot. this save.
Blacks both.
Purple.
Such lofty aspirations! And what sweet irony that the world's saviors will become the agents of its destruction! Wrong! Lies and delusion! The dead have no power over me. You will be silent. Silent as the grave!
That's when Daniel's massacre.
I don't know. We saw that one with Hades as well.
Now all of them are disappearing.
So he has Zodiac now. This is fine.
This is fine. Everything is fine.
I'm pissed.
Wait,
Daniel.
wait, you were screaming at the first trial.
I was doing that.
Believe
Yes.
and walk in faith.
Hey, look.
Let
It's
the
a
light
house.
of your soul shine for all to see.
That's the dais.
Not quite the outcome you'd imagined, but
Is this the
a
real
fitting one
Well,
nonetheless.
it is.
It's got a face, how about that?
Don't you think so,
And a
Hades?
ponytail.
He's talking to Emma. There he goes.
Why is he talking to me?
Dying this. Daniel just purged all the other Ascians from Zodiac, and now it's just him.
He's talking to me.
Oh, and we're doing the summoning thing. We're fighting Zodiac now. And the music's... Oh, fuck, hi.
All I craved and more. Boundless power. Mine to command.
That's Zodiac?
He's a big bastard.
First primal.
Wow,
Okay, this is a
fortunately-
little too soon to be fighting the big guy. This
I
can't be
had
the only time we
intended
fight
to
him.
pit my fractured ability against
The first
Zenos,
trial, if nothing
But
else.
a more tempting option presents itself.
Final Fantasy has a habit
The
of having
greatest
final
obstacle to my ambition. You will trouble me no longer.
But yeah, this is the fight that's been built up since day one.
Yeah, and it's why I was screaming my little head off. This is why I was panicking,
This
among
is,
other
this
things.
is the fight that's been a decade in the making.
This
Yeah.
is just the first trial.
when the final
This
boss is
is-
the first boss, what comes after Zodiac?
Yeah, what
That
comes after
is the
Zodiac?
mystery. You'll find out. Oh, you will find out.
Well, we've been waiting years for this, so let's eat a fucking primal, shall we?
Let's eat him. Do the cue.
Us up.
I just
Unfortunately, it'll take us probably a lot longer since I am no longer tanking.
Less than 5 minutes. I think a lot of people are doing this trial.
I mean, to be fair, we are here at a pretty decent hour,
Zodiac and then Daniel.
and because it's only the level 83 trial, it's in the trial roulette for anyone who's doing those.
So, Zodiac.
Zodiac.
This is just the first trial. This,
The music has really kicked in.
so this, I don't understand.
Not,
Well-
neither did anyone. There was like unanimous panic in the first party I ran this with on launch day because Everyone thought this would be the final boss, and it's the first. Everyone
I thought,
was
like,
What comes
panicking.
after
I
Zodiac?
thought Zenos and Zodiac would merge into a form of Zeromus and Smash Bros. 4.
Yeah, like that was the popular theory. Nope. This ain't Zeromus ain't anywhere
Well,
near here.
there is still the question of what caused the final days in the first place.
Yeah, and we'll
So-
get the answer to that later.
So, wait. So what happens to Zenos?
Oh.
Well, right now
have,
he's just
I
kind of
have some foreknowledge of him.
right now he's just kind of watching from up top, going like, "Well, this is an unfortunate turn of events."
We'll get a turn of that shit later. For now, immediate problems: Ascian, Zodiac, God of all Ascians, bad times.
All right.
Yeah, we need to hold him down long enough for the Watcher to be like, "Nope, back to bed. You're not ready to be up yet."
Can he do that?
I mean, presumably.
Thankfully, this is Zodiac.
Zodiac was bad before because he was salvation at a bloody price, and he's going to kill things and eventually kill the world slowly. But now he's just going to kill it because Vendania was nuts. He's going to pretend to be
Well-
salvation bar.
Well, if we had one thing going for us, he's only probably at what, half strength right now?
He is missing
Roundabouts,
several
yeah.
arms, I can see.
Yeah, several parts of his body are missing, and and you can see Heidelin circles circling around them. That's because those are shards that are still separated from him. This guy is not complete.
Good. Let's make sure we go in. No more rejoinings.
No more rejoinings, no more Ascians. Let's do this.
This is not going to end
You
well.
motherfucker, you've been a pain in our ass since before Realm Reborn.
Anything particular we should know about this fight?
Do you know how 90-degree rotations work?
Yes.
Then you should be fine.
Eternal darkness.
Eternal Darkness, Zodiac. So did we just pull the same trick we did with the Warrior of Light? With Lilith?
Yeah, with summoning people with... I mean, that's just how we do it now. We have the odds of soul stone.
What comes next, but Convocation's plan has put an end to that shit at least.
Indeed.
Finally. Fucking finally.
I'm gonna
Let's
just love to see Zenos'
I
reaction.
hope you're listening to this, you one true bloody god. For an hour now.
Oh yeah, they're trying to have speech bubbles on. That's bad.
Alright.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful.
Down, down.
Gather up.
Oh!
And that's why.
Of sinners, what playthings.
Did he literally just lose
I
to
am
one
s-
health?
I am
That quick.
I am so glad that I've run the extreme version of this and won it.
That's Tank Buster.
Everyone thought from the trailer that this was going to be
Oh,
the
yeah.
final boss theme. Nope.
Be on that side, Nate.
Yep. So, purple triangles, cones. Whereas pink squares, half of the arena. Oh, hey, behemoths.
Behemoth.
Yeah, and don't forget, this guy was Amon, so he's gonna summon Allegan with his new holdover creation. Like up next, Caduceus's.
Will you live to see the
Back up.
Alright, time to get pissed!
the hard mode mechanics to start dropping in, but no.
Soon my hold over Zodiac shall be complete!
Breathe and then breathe. Every action and every
Mine! All mine!
Oh, don't screw Hythlodeus, he's nice.
Hypotheus is fine. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, hey, it's
And
Chaos.
Mass is gone.
Yeah, he looks like Chaos. They just did find him.
At last,
We're here to kill Chaos.
Zodiac is Chaos. Makes sense.
Except he has tentacles for feet.
Alright, Chaos.
Paradigma. What's he summoning this time? Units? Meteors?
The natural order overturned!
Alright. Y'all might want to come over here.
All in existence, bent to my will!
Papa Limo.
Oh, that poor tank.
My life's work! My masterpiece!
Oh, boy. Oh, that hurt.
Every single Umbral Calamity.
Oh, I've waited for this day!
He's got. I did.
Oh boy, he's rotating again.
Where do I be?
Yeah, it's the right idea.
All in existence, bent to my will!
Also, you can still attack when he's rotating. This happened the first time.
The great cataclysm!
Oh, this one's tricky.
From broken skies fall tears of flame!
Follow the Dorito.
Follow the Dorito.
Me.
Why?
Because I know where to go.
How many times have you done this fight?
I've done the extreme version many times.
Ow! Jesus.
Will
Jesus
you
Christ!
live to see the end?
I can only do so much.
There goes Mika.
If that one healer can
got
stay
one
alive long
tank
enough for a healer,
and-
LB3.
Yeah.
No, it's just a
And-
single healer.
No way in hell.
1 HP.
Now she's just down to
Benediction.
1.
Benediction.
No, she's dead. But she didn't have the magic for benediction.
Mika is up.
Mika, run!
Heal yourself and get that limit break on going.
I can't. I am out of MP.
We're dead.
Will you live to see the end?
Right.
You have
Someone else is going up.
Do it! Do it now!
Ah, I tried. I tried.
Oh, well, Rich
I tried. That was just unfortunate timing. I started the cast. I started the cast. It just didn't work.
I have no need for
another
strength.
second you could have gone that long.
Another 2 or 3 seconds. The cast bar wasn't that far
Also,
along.
I
Sadly,
wish there was a red agent spy.
that would have been very
The
helpful.
end has come.
Hades, why did you charge in?
Will be
I
beautiful.
don't know. I don't know what's going on now. I'm just trying to do something. Oh, I hate that.
Marvels of circuits were but playthings.
I'll be on that side. Or
Follow the Dorito.
I'll probably do anyway.
Is now the time?
Yes! We're facing certain death, if ever there was a time. Alright, over here.
When you're facing the god of all gods, yes, now's the time.
This is literally the eldest of all the primals.
Yes. Only by like a couple weeks from now. Alright, what's he summoning this time? Probably the snakes. Nope, behemoths.
There.
Over here. Northeast corner.
Follow the river.
Soon my hold over Zodiac shall be complete! Mine! All mine!
I agree, thank you.
At last, I am become Zodiac!
Alright. 90 degrees
The
time.
natural order overturned!
Follow the
North
river.
side, the south side will be safe.
All in existence, bent to my will!
That's in the middle to get screwed. Yep, there we go.
Yep.
Lord Dragoon.
My life's work! My masterpiece!
Legathon.
We
Triple esoteric ray. Get out of the way. Into the middle.
I
was right on the edge of
waited
it,
for
you
this
fucker.
day!
Knock back. Out of the way. Out of the way.
Follow the river.
All in existence, bent to my will!
I'm pissed.
The great cataclysm, faithfully recreated!
How is it?
From broken
Now, let's
skies
see here.
fall tears of flame!
Follow the Dorito.
All shall burn!
Please tell me that you went to this. And
Really
you
got to be
it.
fast about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there.
Ow.
Will you live to see the end?
Yep.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, we're not doing very well with this fight.
This is a hard fight.
Same place twice.
Yeah.
It's like literally like no time with those meteors.
You have to be preemptive.
I missed it. I missed the first one. I screwed me up because I tried to give the main tank a buff so they spot it.
I am Dorito.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful. The marvels of circus were the playthings.
You know, I'm really glad I'm DPS now, because I do not want to have to think about what those tank busters do.
They hurt a lot. In the extreme version, every tank bust you have to tank swap. Because otherwise you have a vuln-up stacks that'll get you killed next time he does anything.
Malice become flesh.
So you just get a vuln stack no matter what.
In the extreme version, if you get hit by the tank buster, so that you can be a melee. When things like that hit you, since you're melee, you generally speaking going to want to be closer.
Will you live to see the end?
Stacking time.
Morn, but on steroids.
That's what. I like the fact that we now have a marker for tall stack attacks. Over here.
Soon my hold over Zodiac shall be complete! Mine! All mine!
Machinist.
That's the queen for the machine.
The automata queen.
Chaos. Didn't we fight a version of Chaos in
Yeah, in the Omega Raids, we fought like a recreation of Chaos. This guy just has a resemblance to Chaos.
The natural order overturned!
Run side.
All in existence! Bent to my will!
That's the name of the rotation. Yep. Yep. There are arrows that rotate around the arena in case you didn't see those.
My life's
Just
work.
making sure.
My masterpiece!
Adikia, that's him punching the arena twice. What next? Vegathon. Triple esoteric raid, out of the middle. Then the moment it fires, into the middle. Into the middle. Now, go. Ooh.
How I've waited for this day!
Only gone.
Push back. Over here. Whenever he says how I've waited for this day and moves to a corner, he isn't pointing at, and you should be okay. Snakes, east wall. I think over here is good.
Thing? I'm just right on the edge and I'm dead.
That is a lot of people who got hit.
The great cataclysm, faithfully recreating.
I was trying to do the math in my head. That bit always messes me up a little bit.
From broken
Alright,
skies fall
dipshit.
tears of
Over here.
flame.
And then...
All shall burn.
Alright, move into the middle. Move an inner cardinal.
Will you live to see the end?
Please survive that. Healers down. Yellow healers down.
But Styx is over, so we made it. I'm gonna save my heals until he pops Kokaitos.
And we need the other healer back up.
One side.
All in existence, bend to my will. Will you live to see the end?
Shit, Styx again.
Thankfully, we can live. And then we have
Heal me at the floor before I do any action. Oh, a second.
Ah, crap.
we could told us wrong.
He started doing the Attica really late. Alright, he's gonna do 3 of these things real quick. This first one is, by the looks of it, yep, cone. And then another cone. And then another cone. So just run a full circle around the arena, pretty much.
Okay.
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 I have to kind of go light on the heals for a moment because I am utterly out of MP.
Yeah, get your. Don't you have abilities that increase your mana?
Yeah, I've been working on that. This part always screws me up.
All in existence, bend to my will.
I was in the right spot. Ah.
Nice!
For you, Zodiac.
Will you live to see the
Styx.
end?
Oh, not again.
Arden Chase is like go down.
Cone. And a triple esoteric array. Get in the middle. Flipped. Alright. Half arena. Half arena. Half arena. Following up with Phlegathon, he'll probably follow it up with another Styx.
Will you live
Yep,
to see
he's following
the
up with
end?
another Styx.
And he knocked me off the platform.
You were a little slow there with the knockback.
Oh, it doesn't put me on the. Okay, that's nice. I thought if you get knocked off, you're just gone for good.
No, that's in the earlier days. Think south side is safe?
All in existence,
Hey, look, I'm on the same spawn.
Nice. Ouch.
Will you live to see
I'm
crap.
not gonna live. I'm not gonna live through this.
No, down in it. Down in it. You don't need
I'm okay.
to. Okay.
Cone, left side. And is combining it with a triple esoteric ray. Be ready to move into the middle.
No, bloody push out.
Even at half power, yeah.
It's the ultimate version, he's at full power.
I mean, we don't have the ultimate version, we have the extreme version. Which, you know, he starts off with his mask shattered, but he's still sundered.
What's that?
They do an ultimate
Alright.
version.
I mean, yeah, that's the first minstrel's ballad.
Will you live to see
Alright,
the
stack.
end?
Out of the way. Tornado's just repeating a pattern at this point. Nicely done.
This is the first time we fought Leporit. Never said pennies do it.
We're not anywhere near needing a limit break yet. Hold it until he's at like 3%.
I'm holding until like 5.
I only do it to 10.
Yeah, but this guy's a lot of hit points. We've been here a while and he's still not dead.
I want to do
Will
it.
you live to see the
Well,
end?
first stack.
The end.
Alright, doing another triple esoteric ray. Get ready to move into the middle.
All your arrows into him. Finish it. Eh.
Gotcha, bitch.
I got to do my limit break for the first time.
Yay, now let's put you back in the cage where you belong.
Is this how it ends?
I don't know why they didn't want to release him early.
That's not it. That can't be it. That is not it.
Let's put him back in a cage and call it a day.
The way that you keep saying
No.
that makes me think that's not happening.
This is too easy.
You're too.
That was not an easy fight.
No, because we just you're telling me we killed the god of all gods that easily.
We didn't kill him, we beat him up. I will wait you at the first dialogue box.
Oh, hi, Zenos.
We are Zenos. So we'll stop it.
We at the first dialogue box?
Well, I can't stop
Not-
it.
Yeah, this one auto passes.
Alright, I'm on auto advance. Let's go.
Yeah, these first few dialogue boxes pass automatically, but yeah, I'm just gonna enable one of them.
Incomplete and insufficient. Of course he was no match. Once again, you have left my best laid plans in ruins. And played your role to perfection. Thus, sealing my
Wait, what?
victory.
He wanted this to happen?
What's he doing?
What's he doing?
Not letting the Watcher back in the box.
All I wanted was for you to kill Zodiac. 'Twas but one of many methods to achieve the desired effect. Could have been the same had Zenos died in my place. But what better and more satisfying way to ensure success than to take control myself?
And kill himself.
My sole regret is that you live to tell the tale. Even so, I have fulfilled my heart's desire.
I think there's a very good reason Hylian imprisoned him and didn't kill him.
When a primal dies, their power
Your
fades.
murder mark the beginning of the end.
See.
The coming of the final days!
And he crushed his own heart.
Zodiac dying means the final days resume. He was the one presiding over it to keep it from happening again.
That's why Hylian didn't kill him, just imprisoned him.
And broke him up, among other reasons.
So in trying to stop the final days, we...
Well,
How quickly
Done
strength
with it.
fades and blood cools. Old familiar sensation.
just put him back so he crushed his own heart.
So many lives, so many deaths. No different this. I close my eyes and slip into the dreamless
Now we get his
slumber.
final thoughts.
A tired song and dance. Routine. Always I wake. But not this time. Nothing left unsaid. Nothing left undone. Inherit my hell. I intone with glee.
Ignacians.
The man I was would weep for what I have become. The all-consuming contempt. But I've the wisdom of 10 millennia to justify my answer to the question. No value in their existence. Not a whit. For all that I looked. None that I did see. A final chance, then, for Hylian and her faithful. In Cataclysm, prove me wrong. I sneer. All shall return to nothingness. As was your will, Emperor Sunday.
Emperor who?
The guy of the
Sunday.
Crystal Tower raids summon the Cloud of Darkness for this exact reason.
I,
Oh yeah.
the star, and every living being, consigned to your oblivion.
Oh, Zodiac.
Well,
Wasn't
Once
how you were
again-
expecting that to go, was it?
we fucked up.
To be
It's like the
fair,
frickin' light
we had
worms
no
all
way
over
of,
again.
to be fair, we had no way of knowing.
I mean, we were going to imprison him, but Daniel killed himself, and had we not fought, he would have just started destroying shit anyway. As
Yeah.
Zodiac.
What is
If we
that?
do, if we don't.
What is that?
That's the energy being released that was housing him. The energy that had built up around him. With him no longer there, it's just being freely released.
At last.
What
Who is that?
the hell?
All Alright, I'm
And a
disabling
dialogue
text
box.
auto advance because it's just the rest of the... Deep breaths, slow and steady. You saw it too, yes? The blue star below thrown into turmoil. Then it was no illusion. All was truth. With the death of Zodiac, the laws of nature over which he presided have begun to unravel. The final days are upon us.
I can see high
What you witnessed was an omen granted by the echo, a vision of the horrors to come.
I hate Fender.
Time grows short.
As if we have no problem with the oldest one.
Well, we just killed the oldest one, or watched the oldest one die.
What is it?
We've done it.
Why is he this? What the hell? Oh. I know what he did.
Yeah, this is what happens when he does his avatar fuse thing.
Yeah, he combined with his avatar.
No,
I can do that.
I'll find no
Not
fulfillment to
impressed.
the contest
I can do
with you
that
this
too.
day.
Alright, text auto advance back on.
Yep.
Slavering beasts gather at your gates, ravenous and eager. Already you turn to them and away from me.
Yeah, you're not our world, sorry.
I must go forth once more in search
Yeah,
of
I got more
power
important
far
things to do
beyond
rather
the
than
might of Shinryu. Power to make your heart run over with rage. For the eldest of primals was a betrayal of promise. A pathetic creature incapable of inspiring true despair. That's what I crave. Pure, unadulterated despair.
He's gonna go off looking for what's causing final days.
What do we say?
Well, I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm kind of with the second one.
Bottom one.
Yeah. Yeah, I will not fight for your amusement. Given my deep guttural voice, sounds kind of weird coming out of my feminine cat lady, but whatever.
We shall see.
So how's he gonna get back?
I won't say anything specific, but I will say that even Zenos gets something of a character arc.
Please tell me they don't make me like him.
That
No.
That was an odd answer to the question of how did he get back from the moon? He couldn't resist.
Oh, I thought you were saying how does he get back into the fray?
No.
Well, I mean, get back from the moon.
Oh, well, I mean, sorry, I just misunderstood the question. The teleportation pad left a marker on the moon that we can use to yeet ourselves back, plus aetherites. He can channel ether now, so thanks to the resonance.
Okay.
I would say, like, you try so hard not to do spoilers, and yet you can't help but be cryptic and smug about things. Same like when you're DMing.
Well, I'm sorry, in this particular case, I legitimately misunderstood the question. That wasn't me just wanting to slip something
So
to you
I
guys.
unintentionally
That was-
tricked some information out of him. Yes!
I barely gave you anything other than Zenos has character development, which was to be expected anyway.
Guys just
Now then.
not sexual.
I mean, he is. But even combat sexuals can have character development. Now then, Watcher. I sense his presence on the moon no longer. If you need not follow, then I beg you stay and listen to what I have to tell you. Of Zodiac, and the end of all things.
How bad did we
Just
screw
a
up?
second. I'm now Moonwalker. Alright, Watcher. Before we speak at length, I believe a change of surrounds is in order. I have more than ill tidings to share, you see. I sensed others arriving not long ago. Though my communions with Heidelin have grown infrequent, I have learned enough from her to know these are your comrades. And as luck would have it, they have already reached my abode. Come, let us join them.
So wait, the Scions are here now?
Aye. Uber's here.
Yeah, guys. We kinda screwed up.
Well, I mean, Fendania did push the work. Let's not take away his credit for that.
Well, we still screwed up.
Hey, we beat Zodiac for Watcher put him back. What else were we going to do?
There wasn't really anything we could have done. Had we not, tried that, Fandani would have just been like, "Oh, way to ruin my fun. Oh, well," and stabbed himself in the chest anyway. Our hands were kind of tied there. The moment Zodiac was summoned, we were fucked. There is no getting out of that one, unfortunately. Hey, guys. Boy, have you missed a lot.
So Zodiac happened, Fendania became
Cat
Zodiac, and he has
Mom!
set the final days in motion, because of course he has.
God, Mom, we fucked
And Daniel
up.
got everything he wanted.
Well, let's take it from
In his own death at the end.
Find him in the Ethereal Sea and give him the
Oh, wait,
fucking thing.
disable the auto advance.
Yep, turn that off. Alright, we have the first dialogue.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank goodness you are unharmed. We did what we could to subdue the Tempered before making our way here. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. The contingent's healers had their hands full tending to the injured and enthralled when we took our leave.
Lest you wonder, Mistress Kryl hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit for Heidelin's power hath taken its toll, but she will recover in due course.
As for Alphino and Alize, they insisted on remaining in Garlemald while we three rushed to your aid. It appears, however, the matters here have already come to a conclusion.
Not quite.
Matters here have more or less concluded. It's stuff back home that's,
But what manner of conclusion, if I might ask? And is this the ally whom Heidelin bade you seek out? He is not unlike the Shades of Amarant.
Not unlike, perhaps, but not the same. I was created by Heidelin together with this place. It has ever been my duty to keep vigil over Zodiac. Or, rather, it was my duty.
So,
Zodiac
I can kill him,
pop.
but that's what Fenania wanted all the time, and now the final days are coming and we're fucked.
We didn't kill him. I will point that out. I plead the fifth.
Fandaniel killed him. We just beat him up.
The Watcher didn't have time to put him back.
Then Zodiac is no more.
And that's a bad thing.
Yeah. Good news is
And
he's
not-
not a problem anymore. Bad news is we have another problem. We can't
And not
just
without-
kill one villain without another villain going, "Hi, it's my turn now."
And not without consequence, I'm afraid. For now the delicate weave of the star he preserved by his presence will begin to unravel. If you mean to avert the final days, you shall have need of... Are you alright? My attempts to forestall Zodiac's release have all but exhausted my strength. If you might allow me to rest a short while, I will share with you all I can.
Please do. You need not exert yourself on our account. These crystals contain records of your time here, yes? May we peruse them while we wait?
By all means. If you would review them chronologically, might I suggest beginning with those on the upper floor?
I shall leave that to you, while I see what can be gleaned from the crystals on these lower levels.
Reading.
I mean, he's probably met Elidibus before.
That's sort of debate about Zodiac.
Probably many.
It's fine. We'll just find whatever's causing the final days and hit him really hard till they die.
I mean, just why can't we just ever have a victory and not for it to be hollow?
Because drama, stakes, and tension.
We literally just killed the god of all gods.
Yeah,
and
the final boss has been built
apparently
up
that was a
entire
bad
game,
thing.
and this is a Final Fantasy game, so really should have seen that coming. And there would be another 13
Oh,
hour.
here it is.
Oh, by the way, something bigger.
Reading.
As you gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiac flows through your mind. Daily summary. No abnormalities detected. Point 3 repeating. These appear to be records of a long, lonely vigil on the moon, dating back to the beginning of Zodiac's imprisonment.
Latest entry. Shit be fucked.
Shit do be fucked. Next one's down here past orange.
What does Orange have to say, I wonder? Dost thou suppose our host hath maintained his solitary vigil since the very beginning, without rest or relief? If so, these records comprise the sum total of his existence. We must needs handle them with care.
Is he just a construct, or is he...
Yeah, he's a construct. He's a construct. He was created with the moon. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past calamities flows through your mind. The records describe how, with each rejoining, Zodiac's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the brands. Maintaining Zodiac's imprisonment appears to tax Heidelin greatly.
Since she's been getting weaker and weaker.
Yeah. Thancred, what have you got to say?
On the bright side, she doesn't have to focus on that anymore.
Zodiac defeated. While he may have been in an incomplete state, that's nevertheless an impressive feat. But even if you hadn't, his demise was inevitable. Fandaniel would have seen to it one way or another. That said, he probably would have wielded Zodiac's power to wreak untold destruction before taking his own life, making this the better of two unfavorable outcomes.
Well, the best outcome would have been somehow, I guess, stopping him before he could have been sealed up again.
As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past rejoinings flows through your mind. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event that Zodiac broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with the Leporits, though it's not clear who or what they are.
Bunny people, it's naming one.
No bunnies.
Bunny people.
Bunnies.
Bunnies.
No bunnies.
Bonbons.
Rabbit girls! As you gaze into the crystal, a record of an unexpected visitor flows through your mind. The records note the Watcher's musings when Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. It is clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiac from his prison, and yet they have made no attempt to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer he remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realize we would never dare bring harm to Zodiac so long as he remains imprisoned.
So yeah, even they knew that, yeah.
Even the Astians knew that to release Zodiac prematurely would be tantamount to suicide.
They needed him whole before, destroying everything we held there.
Did you learn anything of import? So it is as we suspected. Maintaining the brands requires a great deal of her energy and focus, and this cost has grown higher with every rejoining. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the Seventh Umbral Calamity. I, too, made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Heidelin. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Heideland's powers are far beyond anything I could have imagined.
Right, we have the dialogue.
Yep.
I don't know if this cutscene is voiced or not, so I'll just read off the Watcher's first lines here, and if it's voiced, we can auto-advance after that.
Okay.
I thank you for affording me this short reprieve. I get the impression it's voiced, but we'll see.
Given that he's voiced, probably, yeah.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiac and his imprisonment. But perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
Mysterious?
Atheris, as it was once known.
Heideland until after Heideland.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source? Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
What did that the elephant lady call it? Dynamis?
She called it Akasha. The celestial current of ether
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
What do we say?
She told us to banish the dark.
And when we went to talk to the Word of the Mother in the Ethereal Sea after Heaven's Word. What do we say?
Misunderstood. Let's go for the top one.
Let's go for the top.
Could have sworn she beseeched me to banish the darkness.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
What's that?
The nomenclature naming convention, I
Makes sense.
And right now,
They are-
Thancred is thinking of Reen.
believe. Yep.
Yep.
And of Reen's girlfriend.
Yeah. Logriff.
The only two Ascians left now. Ready. What is ready?
I think.
Oh, Anchor's got all the motivation he needs. He's fighting to save Reen's life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Minfilia's life. That's all the motivation he ever needed.
What's that?
Yes, but what is it?
So now they're saying also, yeah, time to jump ship.
Well, I don't think we'll accept that answer, but I've also
The moon's a spaceship!
Yeah, the moon's a spaceship. Thing is, I don't think is the moon capable of supporting the life of every single person on that planet.
It's not big enough.
Exactly, so there'll be a lot of people left behind. I don't think that's an answer we're willing to accept. That's what I dinged.
Look at this thing!
It's a chainsaw blade.
It's a chainsaw scythe.
We paid out Ruby to
What's your new weapon?
Bismuth bow.
Come on, let's see it.
This is my new weapon.
Person,
Your purple gem on it.
is
What if it's a chainsaw bow?
it's about the same as mine. It's got like a couple points different.
How does it look?
Let's see it.
Okay.
That looks like
it's-
space bow.
It's new space bow.
Is it better than old space bow though?
Can you
I
die?
can't dye it. If I could dye it, I'd probably go for it.
It looks cool, that's for sure.
The crystal on yours kind of looks like one of our crystals of light.
Yeah,
Got a
it-
similar shape,
It has
though
the
it's
same
not as
animation
nicely
as
cut.
my usual bow.
Chainsaw scythe.
I'm conflicted.
Chainsaw scythe, space bow, and a rock on a metal stick.
I'm conflicted because it does look cool, but the other one is colored correctly. That one.
I mean,
this one, which matches my outfit. That's why I'm conflicted. If I could dye that, I'd definitely go for it, but it kind of clashes aesthetically.
Yeah, I wish I could dye this too.
What do you think?
I mean, ultimately, it's up to you.
Well, I want an opinion. Give me an opinion.
Honestly,
They both look about the same in terms of like how much I think they work. I do agree that if you could dye the new one, it would work perfectly. But at the same time, I'm just really sick of looking at the level 50 elegant space bow.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I've been seeing that thing for several years now. It's been bothering me because that's level 50 gear. I know that it's just a glamour at this point, but still.
I will put on my original outfit if you keep talking like this.
look, it even makes the noise. Listen.
Yeah. We're in Warhammer now.
Chainsaw scythe.
I'm sorry, I just... It's just the coloration gets to me. I think it clashes. What if
She's
what
never gonna
happens to
she's
the
never
colour?
gonna find another bow that's like space
That
bow,
one
so you
came
might as well
close,
just.
It's just they don't let me dye it, which kills the aesthetic. This one matches
I will
perfectly.
Yeah, I will be right back. And I want to go grab myself a couple granola bars.
Maybe my new job weapon will be half decent. Dyeable. I know it's a real shame. I like the design of it. Like, tell me like this weapon doesn't match my outfit perfectly.
It does.
There's the other one which is just out of place. Whereas yours, you've got your cape. I just noticed you have a cape.
I know. That's why I have this armor. I even dyed it to match Thanatos' colors. And look, it's even flayed at the bottom.
I'm back. Let's talk to the Watcher, and then I'll eat en route.
I had just noticed that Thanatos has his cape. He has Caius on his back.
Yep.
Also, did you see me transform during the fight?
I did not. I was too busy paying attention to mechanics. I kind of lost track of you. Yeah, I kind of lost track of you and all that. I'm used to you being the tank, so I could just rescue you over to me at a moment's notice if I want to see something cool, but you're dressed very darkly, and that was a very dark arena. I couldn't see shit.
I could see a Dorito, and I felt like a Dorito.
Alright. Watcher, talk to us, man.
Who watches the Watcher?
We do. The time has come for you to be on your way. The crater at the heart of Mare Lamentorum, where Zodiac was imprisoned, is not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Argos, the familiar whom you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing you across.
Argos?
That's the name of the dog. As Hydaelyn created me as a jailer, so too did she create Argos as the guard. It is his nature to appear when needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange. Mayhap the imbalancing of ether has affected him. Let us make for the crushing brand, and attempt to call upon him there. You need but recall the path you walked with Argos before. You will find your way.
If he labors in service to Hydaelyn's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall we make for this crushing brand, then?
Yeah. All this effort to put him in.
Uber's here.
Zodiac's release would screw us either way, because if he was at full power and took over everything, we'd be doomed to a slow primal death. For the burn style.
Indeed.
And
So
if
we
he
don't
was
get
slain,
hacked.
it's a much quicker.
So we are a whole bunch of screw-ups. Just doing what Daniel wants all the time.
Credit where it's due. The guy was a total psychopath, but he was smart and he knew how to plan ahead.
He is a manipulative little bastard.
Let it never be said that that Minotaur doesn't come prepared.
What?
I was quoting Shining Armor.
Fair enough. I was about to say, since when was
What was Ben Daniel's job on the convocation?
I don't remember, but I do know it gets mentioned.
Let's see, from what he looked like a freaking jester.
I mean, they were all of the convocation methods were scholars in their own right. They were basically their worlds of science.
Maintaining the balance of the
Does that include us?
We were the traveler. We did what we do now: wander around, make friends, beat it up.
Yeah, the traveler was the one who went around to better understand the personal plights of the world's people. So the convocation.
All the side quests we could see.
Yeah, so that the convocation would be better informed to address their concerns. That was as a movie.
And occasionally beating up volcanoes to say some great and annoying in itself.
Yeah, sounds about right. Alright, watch her. The place we seek is just ahead at the Chlorophyll.
Yes.
You see, Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient ether. You would be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside this cavern. Follow me.
The only thing that would make this better is one day Glamo I could change this to a crossbow.
Machinist can get a weapon that is basically a crossbow.
And your level 2 limit break is a crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like straight up, Machinist just straight up has a weapon somewhere that's just straight up a crossbow. I don't know where you get it though. Something to look into when you go to level up Machinist, I guess.
Tech stuff isn't really a thing.
Yeah, but it's still a crossbow, and you're using space bow.
Yes, but it is a bow. It shoots arrows in the face.
One truck chewing.
Occasionally a crossbow when I live a break points too.
Alright. Yeah. Yes. Here will do nicely. The lunar spongoid draw ether from the ground, which is then dispersed in the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Might you be willing to spare some of your own to help the spongoid along?
As long as we don't need to rub salad
Remember how viscerally uncomfortable that sequence got?
Oh, I'm sure we're gonna have another one pretty soon. I think that Hildebrand is coming back in that match.
Supposedly.
Dog is back.
Argos! Boy! Argos manifests in a flash. He seems glad to see you again. A most fascinating creation of Heidelin's. Would you not agree? Should the need arise, he is even able to create reflections of himself on a whim. Though I assure you it was no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Argos was quite eager to be at your side then, as he is now, it seems. I cannot recall when last he showed such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions.
Is he getting more and more ethereal to watch it?
I don't know. Probably just you. It looks the same to me. Or just in a darker environment. Perhaps it was more than a sense of duty that compelled him to aid you before. So what you're saying is the Warrior of Light is a dog person. And Argos can smell that.
I have to be a cat person.
As for your companions...
Dogs for everyone.
Unexpected, but greatly appreciated. I believe we are all ready.
Then let us return outside, that you may cross the chasm.
I still wanted a scene where like the dog makes some kind of notice of Y'shtola. Cause cat.
Nah, the dog has more important shit to worry about. Like, literally everything.
Go away, you're boring.
Later.
And you. And your mother.
And your father, too.
Especially you, Steve.
Oh. There's a full fucking line of dogs.
Dog.
It's our dog or army. Final days is fucked now, we have doggos.
Your destination is the structure there across the Cradle of Darkness. But climb onto Argos's back, and he will take care of the rest. Once you arrive, it should not take long to find the ship's crew. The facility is designed to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiac's destruction. Heed their counsel. Together, you may guide the star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways. But know that I shall ever be watching and praying for your success. Y'shtola?
Our allies' assurances notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side, so perhaps it would be best if we did not all go at once. I propose the two of us crossed first, while Thancred and Urianger wait here.
Let's go.
Onward!
Yeah.
A malefic ether yet permeates from the crater. Remnants of Zodiac, most like.
Flying with Catmon.
I like how the camera can actually point us at whatever they're talking about now. It's a very nice addition. Very handy for these sorts of flights.
There's a door down there.
Just a little further. This structure is enormous, though that is hardly surprising, given the size of the average Amaratine.
Apologies for the wait.
Right then, let us head inside and... Oh?
Most intriguing. A means by which he conserveth energy, mayhap. Well, I certainly wouldn't want him to blink out of existence on our account, helpful as he's been. What do we say?
Thank the good doggo.
Thank you, Argos. We'll take things from here. Best boy.
If Argos is to remain without, let us not keep him waiting over long.
Y'shtola makes a point though. This is like sanctuary for the peoples of Hydaelyn. Everything's like 3 times as big.
For the people of Atheris, more accurately.
Well, I mean that was the name of the star. Everyone nowadays calls it Hydaelyn.
You'd be surprised how quickly people in this game change their opinion on that when they learn the original name. But yeah, look at the size of this place.
Yeah, I think it's a bit big for us, frankly.
I mean, hey, at least you'll get in your exercise going to get lunch. Mess hall's like a mile that way. I think this cutscene is voiced.
Hi.
in it.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
I love how the moon is just a fucking spaceship.
He's eating an egg.
Oh god damn it.
Eidolon just likes to make her creations cute, doesn't she?
I thought you guys were kidding with the moon.
No, we weren't.
Yay,
It was
victory
it was
theme!
a 1.0 victory theme, no less.
Why?
Because
Why is everything here so freaking big and these things are so freaking small?
The world's ending. By the way, bunnies.
they're trying to be. Yeah,
Look
there's
at
a reason behind this. Eidolon just likes cute things. Also, their adorable appearance is meant to ease the minds of the passengers.
Face into the scions, though.
This certainly isn't what they were expecting. But don't fuck with these bunnies. They take their job seriously. Except that one. Except that one. Except Sleeping Way.
Do they talk?
Yes. Yes, they do. On Final Fantasy IV.
Look lively, everyone! I know, this 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance, for Zodiac, alas, is no more.
Say that so casually.
As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose, to bear the people of Etheris to safety! Our time has come, my friends!
There are moments in this game where you just ask, what's the fuck?
We must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive.
Hi, we're here.
I expect your workstations to be immaculate. And don't forget to relay our signal to Etheris. Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Just wait for them to start going Kupo.
No, they don't go Kupo. They just have carrots.
Yes, they do.
Look at this. They're all speechless.
'Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
I think Hyland is just softy.
Perhaps.
Haggard's still just like, what?
Of course Oriange would think of this logically.
Also, listen to the music here. Tom, you'll recognize it. It's the FF4 town theme.
It is. Don't we also have it in Eno? That's what I was actually thinking of. It's been ages since I played FF4. Like a year, 2 years.
I'm talking to Thancred now.
Okay, and if we get into a fight in here, it plays the FF4 battle theme, apparently.
What are we gonna fight? For it?
I mean, there are things to fight in here. This is like half the zone. They're roaming mobs. They must be the Leporits mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assumed the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on, let us be about it.
Just give me a moment. I feel like there is one thing I must do.
Well,
Banzai!
I'm just gonna do this.
This works.
Banzai! Ether current down here.
We can fly
I
here?
have wings. This is fine.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, this is a zone. Yeah, we can fly in zones.
I missed.
That's okay.
Fighting way.
Dancing
See if I
way.
Can I walk on this? Yes, yes, I can.
Carrot.
Aha!
Wait for Hades.
Hades missed his jump. Just give me a goddamn thing.
Oh, if the Hildebrands don't come here. Hildebrands the Vandal or something there.
Okay. Bunnies is enough. I don't need Hildebrand making it worse.
Alright, Chipper Leporit. I'm not voicing that hum, because he did it for me.
The leader of the crew? Not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way is the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Aetheris. And that's a promise.
These voices are gonna wreak havoc on my vocal cords.
Shall we grab the ether right quickly?
Yes, we should probably do that while we're here. Lest we forget.
Camping.
Does every one of their names have way in it?
Yes. Just wait until you meet Three-Way. That's not actually a Leporit. That's a joke on the internet. A meme. We're like meeting a bunch of Leporits, their names over their heads, and Three-Way just has the biggest fucking shit-eating smirk.
Frag, help me.
Yeah, there was one of these in 4 who just kept changing the name every 5 minutes.
In the original Final Fantasy IV, it was just naming way. He didn't do the change thing until the 3D remake. He didn't do it in the big remaster
I
either.
recall, I didn't actually change Cecil's. Was it Cecil? Yeah, Cecil.
Cecil, yeah.
I didn't change his name, but didn't you say, or I heard or something, that if you try to change his name, he doesn't do it?
Because of cutscenes, yeah.
Later? No. Sleeping Way. My job is... Perhaps I'd better ask.
Most of them have their names reflect their responsibility on the ship.
Maybe their personality as well.
That too. One of the Ether Current quest lines revolves around helping a Leporit by the name of Dreaming Way, and it's just so damn cute.
I am riding Rocket.
Let me summon my burb. Snappy Leporit.
What? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told?
Yeah, the reason you're awake.
What do we say?
We're doing the top one.
We're not gonna do hum hum hum?
No, we're doing the top one.
Alright, take me to your leader.
Take me to your leader.
Leader? Ah, yes, look no further. I am the one you seek.
Well, well, looks like you beat us here.
Your friends, I take it? Is this all of them? A group comprised entirely of children? What must their parents be thinking?
Children?
Remember how small we are compared to the Emeralds.
This isn't a nursery, after all. Perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter. You needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing about gawping. I must take you to meet the others.
And also, we should pretty correct the children thing. Also, they weren't paying much attention to biological evolution in the last 10,000 years.
If you could run along back toward the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center if you find yourselves lost. I shall gather the others and meet you there.
Well then, back to the upper floor it is.
We're literally not going to mention the fact that they called us children.
We'll get to that. Hickok!
Yeah, so they prepared this for as evacuation. What is there actually going to be when, by the way, with none of us this size anymore, we haven't been for like thousands of years. Evolution and breeding and shit happened, and
There'll be a reaction, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's a bit late to rebuild a towering manor.
Never
Well,
underestimate
in any
the power
case,
of rabbit. Do you have any idea how good they are at multiplying? They can get shit done very easily. As long as you don't over-instruct them. It's a good joke, too.
Freaking bunny people.
You just seem to get offended every time anything even remotely cute appears.
Moodles aren't cute. They're annoying.
Thanatos is a dark knight. He needs to be cold, edgy, brooding. Things that are cute and fluffy.
We're not a dark knights anymore, Nee.
You'll forever be a dark knight.
Wobbling way. Flopping way. Ether current way.
Ether current?
Ether current way, this way.
Either current this away.
Ah.
I clicked the wrong button. My dog is disappearing. You must give me a moment. I need a second. I must get my dog back.
What are you talking about? He's right there.
I accidentally clicked the minion of that. It's right next to that. You stole away.
No.
Alpha way.
Orange way.
Thank way.
Allie's way.
This is voice. I am enabling the auto advance.
Of course, introductions are in order. My name is Livingway, and we are the Leporits, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Etheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Livingway's the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it.
I feel like Highland also has a slight...
The people of Etheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations.
Really solve this misunderstanding here.
Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further.
And that's the living way where shit's due. She's thorough. Hey, holograms.
Here, we have Etheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Etheris, bringing an end to all life.
Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Etheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, There's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Aetherius, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
Hey, abandoned shit. Love it.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star. Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
And a few thousand years.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers.
He was a real dude.
We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement.
Yeah, don't drop us on Venus or something.
No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
So this is what Charlian's been up to, isn't it?
Help? From who?
Charlian.
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
What's their food going to be like?
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon?
Hydaelyn did. She's the one who told me to come here.
Hydaelyn herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
It is you.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about the profound miniaturization!
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Aetherius, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages.
I have a feeling it's not particularly vast.
I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it? Building Way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale.
Should rebuild everything.
Yes, all of them.
Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
But me no butts. I like that.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
What's the last calamity?
Has Charlene been talking to them?
I assume Charlene has. That's what they've been up to. We kind of figured they've been planning to evacuate the planet and piss off.
And how in the hell were they able to contact a moon?
Well, they said they went to the Ethereal Sea. They saw something there, which I assume was related to Hydralin.
And we need to bear in mind, Hydralin hides somewhere in the Ethereal Sea. This has been knowledge for a while. What the fuck is this outfit? Looks like something from The World Ends With You.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either. Let's real quick, but this is better stat-wise, so I'm just gonna real quickly pop myself back to Charlian and update my glamour, and then I'll pop right back.
Right.
And you can also start, and you can go ahead and shuffle your augmented Crypt Lurker chest piece into your glamour dresser if you so wish, Hades. So you can start building up that glamour set if you want to keep it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Charlian has been secretly helping these guys, providing them with clearly.
Is that why they've been
minuscule
collecting like all these different
knowledge.
creatures and shit in Labyrinthius?
Noah's Ark style.
Funny, we mentioned something like that and somebody laughed at the idea.
Well, he was able to laugh as he was clapping. He still is. So yeah, Charlian.
It's gonna take a while for the updates to take effect.
So yeah, Charlian has been helping these guys, planning on moving a segment of the population to the moon, and then bugger off where anyone knows.
Okay, my glamour is updated.
And they've been secretly collecting populations of each animal, or animals that they think would be useful at any rate, to here.
Good for sustenance, easy to breed, fast to breed. Good at revitalizing soil and whatnot. Plants that meet all the same criteria. Good to eat, easy to grow. Good for the soil.
Any species they don't consider
Now-
useful will be left to die.
So here's the question. When Charlian, when everything was going to be complete and everything, was Charlian just going to take all of their citizens? Or actually share that with the rest of the world?
That is the question now, isn't it?
Yeah, are they just gonna just abandon everyone to their fate and save themselves, or are they actually planning on, you know, trying to save as many
That
people as
still
possible?
That still doesn't tell us what they saw in the Ethereal Sea that got them so spooked.
I assume myself put plans in.
What? Why would Hydaelyn scare them?
Because that meant they learned about the final days.
So they made contact with Leporit, and
Which
hey,
we caused?
again, we didn't cause it. Well, technically, we didn't cause it in the first place. In a way, the final, whatever caused the final days is still out there. It never really ended.
Zodiac was just putting a stopgap on it.
Final days would never really end until we find what's causing it, and I introduce them to you, since you're always so quick to go to the radical solutions.
Why is there purple carrot juice?
What?
Purple carrots, but purple is the original color of carrots. Did you not know that?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that for a sec.
Yeah, that's legitimately true. Carrots were originally purple, they got made orange through reading processes.
Right.
Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly! It won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it is imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers to be. If there is anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. And address it we shall. Here at Best Ways Borough, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We have produced myriad amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the Caratorium, and we'll see about filling your bellies.
Is everything in this place freaking bunny puns?
She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of a Theris rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more of the Leporits and this vessel.
They've been learning about the world from Charlie, and it's already been made clear that they haven't exactly, or they've been typically lax in their sharing knowledge. That's no surprise.
I mean, to be fair, they have the one book from who knows how long ago. Charlene's been preparing for this shit for centuries, so...
Yeah, still...
And they only sent the one book. Nothing way? Nothing way. Nothing way. This Leporit is named Nothing Way. Hold on, I need to see what he says.
Oh, he's
leaving.
Ben Daniel support, essentially.
Oh god, he's just a fucking...
He's a nihilist.
I mean, I'm a nihilist, and I'm not a Debbie Downer like that. Jesus.
Well, you're also not Ben Daniel, who's like, yeah, blow up everything.
I'm an optimistic nihilist is what I am. Paradoxical as that statement may sound. God, this place is pretty.
Whereas Ben Daniel decided that...
Oh, here's those mobs you were talking about.
Everyone, which was the selfish thing he could have possibly done.
Yeah, this is a rather interesting way to go towards getting food. There's robots here that want to kill us.
Yeah, that's mostly there for gameplay purposes. I'm pretty sure they're not actually hostile in lore. Now, Hades, where are you going?
To the place
there's battle
where we
music.
go.
Da, 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 na, na, na.
Fun fact, I didn't actually know that was the battle music here for the longest of times because I had battle music turned off. Now then, Living Way.
Welcome to the Caratorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of... Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking Way. Pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for.
Trial and error? Who have you been testing these on? Who's your focus crew?
Them.
I've learned all about the essential nutrients. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received. Why, I've practically worn the words from those invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of... well, because we just woke up and we're all quite famished. Hop along the platforms here and you'll find a storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like.
They've been making things with no actual focus group of who they're trying to make food for, using nutrient information and shit from Charlian.
Presumably from Charlian.
I wonder if they have any reaction if you're
a
the
well renowned as being unable to cook for their lives, except that one restaurant.
Their meals are very, very nutritious and healthy. They just don't taste good. They're very bland.
I wonder
I
wonder if these guys have any reaction if you're a Viera.
So, we have a bunch of different types of carrots. Iron carrots, philosopher's carrots, carrots of wisdom.
Ominous crimson carrot. Let's go for that one.
All right, I took a blue carrot the first time, but yeah, ominous crimson. The soft texture and redolent aroma of this crimson creation belly is staggering weight. The excessive length and girth only compound the mystery, leaving you perplexed as to the nature of this carrot.
Eat the carrot.
Yes. On second thought, you would like to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it is safe to eat first. If you eat the blue carrot, you briefly understand the meaning behind the entire universe before it flitters away. And you even get a buff that lasts for like 10 seconds that like dramatically increases magic damage or something.
Hit the carrot.
Yeah, if you take a blue carrot, it's like the philosopher's carrot, and it's just your mind is awakened.
Is it all carrots?
It is all carrots. It's just different types of carrots.
Oh, I hate carrots.
I like carrots, frankly, just in moderation.
I can't.
I'll eat them raw, not cooked.
I can't eat carrots at all. I tend to hurl.
Ah.
Well, then you would be very fucked if you live in this kind of society. Shut up and eat your carrots, Nate.
Boing. Cooking Way!
So, did any of our selections set your mouth to watering?
Alright, let's see here. Even Vieira are like to swoon at the sight of so grand a carrot. That'll be offended by all those who assumed that they would.
Ah, yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please, dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think.
Eat. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. The carrot is oddly tender, but as you begin to chew, a rich aroma fills your nostrils. A newfound vigor begins swelling within you. The rumbling of your stomach, however, suggests it may simply be indigestion.
Iron carrot.
We had an iron carrot.
You simply find yourself full of vim and vigor.
Yeah, the blue carrot is the philosopher's carrot, and it just, it makes us, like, understand the universe.
This one gave an indigestion. Incredible.
So we get for picking the red one.
What did you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted, yes?
That's Cooking Way.
The iron carrot can be a bit difficult to digest, but the boost to endurance it promises makes it the perfect meal before a day of heavy lifting. We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help with sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion.
I want to see what happens if we do the little one.
Carrots, yeah.
Do we want to go with that one?
Because I don't like carrots.
But what if I don't like carrots? Alright, let's do it then, I guess. But what if I don't like carrots?
You don't like carrots? Oh, you must mean you don't like them served in this fashion. Why not? We have pureed versions on hand if you haven't the time to chew.
I take it you too have had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and naught else?
I see no flaws in this plan whatsoever.
It's just fucking carrots.
If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Etheris? Surely you are aware we have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate. Of course we are! But, well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first. So imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia I found, we would have been at a loss for where to begin. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food.
Well, the culinarians of Eorzea are dismayed and heartbroken.
That's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them?
You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways, but our primary concern was efficiency, and what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production?
A rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it?
Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the Old Tongue. You know, the otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary, that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present conjunctions, verb conjugations, just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given tasks and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful?
No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thy kind deem such a change necessary?
I'm glad
Oh, and the rest of you-
English from him, that's for sure.
When the rest...
When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. We'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway.
I see.
I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though, if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Etheris as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, one I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu.
And now we get carriage.
I hate it, we're not going with this plan, we're saving the world.
It's all carrots.
Whose bright idea was to make it all bunnies?
It's all carrots. I don't care. We're gonna find whatever godlike entity is called in the final days, and we're gonna slap them with the carrots until they stop.
Yeah, whoever's idea was that it all be bunnies. Hi, Heidelin.
We're gonna have words.
She has a sense of humor. I'm telling you.
We're going to have
She
words,
absolutely
Heidelin.
does. Anyway,
I think we've had our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way.
prepare to be disappointed.
Yeah, considering how big they
My
thought we were going to be.
My expectations are right down here.
And prepare even those to go unsatisfied. The best looking clothes the Leporits make is the clothes they are already wearing, and they all look exactly the fucking same.
So neat. Maybe they can put you in for some baby clothes. See, I mean, you are a child.
I'm not into age play.
No, I mean, you're both children.
Ooh.
We're going to find the nearest hell operator that exists on this thing, the rest of the spaceship. I'll throw you out of it.
Although technically you're older than any of us, aren't you? Like, don't you have like an extra 8 years or something?
7 years, 8 years, yeah. Technically.
Anyway, live away.
Here we are, the apparel production section. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task. Creation magics. Heidelin, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the self-same affinity for magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them, but I'll regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized ether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra vis we needed. My, how resourceful. Ah, the sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear we've read all about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume. This has also been taken into account with our designs. Why take my word for it when you can simply try on our clothes? Make yourselves known to the workers, and they will see to the rest.
Do we want to do this?
Yeah, I like my clothes on me, thank you.
Make your peace.
Do it.
Make your peace with your clothes.
I mean, you might want
Why?
to be careful, otherwise Thanatos can do efficiently stick his boot up their asses.
My scythe has a chainsaw now.
Anyone like rabbit? Oh, well, if you want the food situation, anyone like rabbits too?
It's quite tasty.
But these rabbits are people. That would be too much like cannibalism.
It would have. Still.
Alright.
Ah, it's you! One of the visitors from Etheris. Goodness me, Mappingway wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. Oh, right. You're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? What would you have me fashion for you today?
What do we say? Do we want to
An
pick
outfit
something
that
different?
embodies my bloodlust.
Let's all go with what makes sense for our characters, I think.
I will go with, since Mika strikes me as a very pragmatic sort, something simple yet functional.
I mean, that would
I
be
imagine Nee would do the same.
as well. Yeah.
Well, I've already picked it, so.
Well, I'm doing an outfit that embodies my
I
bloodlust.
what he would choose. She would.
Alright.
Be practical.
Embodies your what?
This will only take a moment.
Oh no.
What are they gonna do to us?
Thanks.
What?
Wow,
the
it's
hell?
a completely basic outfit.
There we are, all finished.
At least I've got a nice skirt.
A perfect fit, if I do say so myself. Nothing too built.
Or whatever he's saying to you guys.
Well, I'm the same as you.
They apparently don't know what bloodlust is.
What does yours look like, Hades? Take a screenshot.
We'll see. We'll see.
Mine
We have
looks
to wear
like
this
the-
for a while.
Oh.
Mine looks like the
Okay.
typical robe that you get for like caster class, like in the very beginning, like level 3 shit.
So yeah, we're just gonna look like this for a minute.
No.
Yes, we have no say in the matter. We're just going to look like this for a bit. Sorry.
Alright, okay. Yeah, we're waiting for you. Yeah, it looks all the same.
It's all exactly the fucking same.
Oh, except I've got...
We got a mask.
This is an Allergon visor. I know this because this is the mask I used for a Veiled Assassin who dyed red.
Yeah, I mean, the ancient Amaranteans all wore masks. It was part of their culture, and the Leopards are operating off of that assumption.
Do we have mount speed here?
No, you still have to do the shared fate sync to get the writing maps to get back to mount speed.
Seems a little faster than the typical when you start.
Eh, it's the same. It's just a somewhat smaller space, I think, with more things tightly packed together.
No one said you'd be coming. How can I help you? You wish to try my clothes? Really? Of course, it would be my honor. Do you have anything in mind?
Alright, let's see what we got here then. Got anything with a little more flair? I was looking for clothes with altogether different designs.
Surprise me!
Okay.
Surprise me.
What? We're all just gonna go surprise me?
I went for you do you.
Okay,
I'm just
I'll
doing
go.
surprise.
I'll go surprise me as well. Let's see if
He
it's
is
randomized.
designed that whatever they get is going to be shit.
I think I can handle that. Let's see. This should do.
It looks even worse.
Why is it leopard print?
Why is there leopard print? Why is there bunny ears
It's like-
on my
it's like someone
gloves?
It's like, you know what it is? It's a player that hasn't figured out glamours and just puts on every new piece of equipment that they come across.
Some of my best work yet. It's a relatively new concept, incorporating an idea that's never been tried with clothing before. Fragrance. Can you smell the carrots? Ah, simply divine.
Still hate carrots.
I was worried how the concept would turn out when put to the proof, but looks stunning on you.
Is it?
Won't you go into your living way? I'm sure she's eager to see what you've come up with.
And now we have to look like this.
5 minutes ago, weren't we doing a whole thing with Zodiac died and the final day was happening, and now this is what we're progressing with?
You know, a little bit of, you know, just a touch of, you know, levity to counteract the pathos.
Touch. I feel like it got slammed with a baseball bat, but yes.
Whiplash.
Why?
Because they need some bit of levity before the absolute despair kicks in.
We usually just get Thanos drunk.
I mean, that works too, but we don't really have that option here, sadly.
My, don't we look splendid?
No.
The result of much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it.
Quality, but not fashionable.
Shh. You mean speak? I can see your adoration for the moon and the Leporits in your eyes.
I hate you. I'm joking. I actually love this little creature, but
No doubt your friends feel the same way, having sampled our creations.
Oh, I need to see what they put the others in, please. Please.
Let's see what you've done.
Orange! Why are you in green?
Why does Tancred look like he's celebrating Christmas?
Oh god.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
They insisted we sample all of their concepts ere we returned.
Verily, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. Of course he likes it.
Gosh.
Of course Rianjay likes it.
Of course.
This technically means that the Word of Light also has a text box here, just silence. I think it's past time we return to these clothes.
I want my clothes back, you damn little rabbit.
Please, put us back. Put us back.
I want a refund of brain bleach.
The thing is, we didn't spend any money on this. It was literally just brain power of theirs.
I was so confident our comments would meet with your approval. Whatever are we doing wrong?
Everything!
Now I feel like we're getting emotionally blackmailed.
The Watcher taught us that in his time, everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to modern...
Different culture.
We thought we could appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but... Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Atheris, they will most certainly have need of your attire. 'Tis clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my tastes, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their potential preferences.
Could you imagine trying to put Sadu in one of those outfits?
The moon would be destroyed.
Yes.
And we'd have a repeat of Dalamud on a much larger scale.
I fear we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we'd memorized every tome we received, I doubt we'd have fared much better. Maybe we're doing you a disservice trying to shower you with our baubles and frippery, thinking it was for your benefit when you'd be better off on your own.
There are some who might agree. People who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. 'Tis plain to evacuate and escape the final days. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well?
I have a feeling it's a no,
Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Heidelin's love for Atheris, and the salvation of the people on that star, and that star alone, has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all.
I suppose you're right.
Livingway, might we have leave to explore Bestway's burrow unattended? You have given us much to think about. Why, certainly. Until later, then.
We can't just give up. It leaves far too many people behind on multiple worlds.
If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer.
Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There was actually something I wish to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we?
What is that?
That's a Leporit.